Hello, I'm in the classroom today and I was cleaning up or tidying up just a little bit, and guess what I found? Some Valentine's Day Smarties that somebody had given me a little while back and I never ate, which is great because what it got me thinking was yesterday I was talking about how you can make fractions of lines, you can make fractions of shapes, and I started thinking, can you make fractions of groups of objects as well? And of course the answer is yes, otherwise I wouldn't be making this video. So, everybody, well not everybody, but a lot of people before they eat their Smarties or their M&Ms or their Skittles or whatever, they like to dump them out on the table and sort them into different colors. And the next logical step for that would be to turn those colors into fractions of the whole set. So I'm going to show you how to do that. So open up the box. Smarties. And I'm going to dump them on the table and let's see what colors we get. Oh, it's mostly pink and red. I'm going to move the camera down and we'll see what we've got. Okay, so it looks like we have pink and red Smarties. And what have we got? We've got, how many do we have all together? Let's start with that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Okay, so we have 11 Smarties all together. And I can see that 4 of them are red and 7 of them are pink. Okay, great. So altogether we have 11 Smarties. So now that we've sorted them, I guess what you can do then is ask the question, what fraction of them are red? So we know how many we have altogether, right? And that would be our denominator. The denominator in this case would be 11. That's how many we have altogether. And then instead of cutting up a shape into equal parts, we can just count out how many pieces of them are red. 1, 2, 3, 4. So there are 4 elevenths. And then the next question you could ask is, well, how many of them are pink? Well, it's the rest of them, which is 7. So you would say 7 elevenths, not to be confused with everybody's favorite convenience store. You could also ask some other questions, like what fraction of the Smarties has a piece missing? Well, actually I can only find one Smartie that has a piece missing. So I put these over here, I put this one over here, and I say there is 1 11th. The denominator is still 11 because there are 11 Smarties altogether. One of them has a piece missing. Okay, so that's the quick and easy way to do it. Now it's going to be your turn. I'm going to put some questions up on the screen, and I want you to tell me what you think the answers are, and then I'll tell you the answers afterwards. Of course, I won't be able to hear you when you're saying it, but that's not the point. The point is that you're getting your brain going. Enough talking for me, let's look at the questions.
So the situations we're looking at here involve equal parts of a set. So instead of looking at fractions of a shape, we're going to look at fractions of a set of objects. And here is our first set of objects. It's from Pac-Man. Okay, so we've got a ghost, we've got some food that Pac-Man eats, and we've got some other ghosts. Anyways, so the question here is, what fraction of the set is food? Well, we can see there are 6 objects altogether, but there are only 2 that are food. So when we're making our fraction, we're going to draw a line again. And again, our denominator is going to be how many objects we have altogether. In this case, 6. And then how many of them are food? Well, it's 2. So 2 sixths. Next question. What fraction of the set is ghosts? Okay, well, let's identify the ghosts. 1, 2, 3 ghosts. And then we need to express that as a fraction of all of the objects in the set. So, make our line. And again, there are 6 objects altogether. Denominator is 6. And then how many of them are ghosts? Well, it's 3, so it's going to be 3 sixths. Now, there's another way of expressing this as a fraction, but I'm not going to tell it to you yet. You'll get to learn that next time. Okay, so next question. This question is a little bit more tricky. It says, what fraction of the ghosts are red? Not what fraction of the entire screen of objects is red, but but only what fraction of the ghosts are red. So we need to make a subset from the set. So let's circle just the ghosts, because it says what fraction of the ghosts. So circle the ghosts. And you can see there are 3 of them. And then what fraction is red? Well, there's only one red. All right, so now we need to make a different fraction. Let's start making it. There's the line. And instead of the denominator being 6 this time, it needs to be 3, because there are only 3 ghosts. How many are red? 1. 1/3 of the ghosts in this picture are red. Okay, moving on to some Minecraft objects. I'm not even sure if I know what all of these are. I think we've got a watermelon, an apple, a diamond, some type of sword, some type of bow, and a bone. Okay, so those are our Minecraft objects. Let's see. The question is, what fraction of the set is food? Well, there's that one and that one. Okay, so those are the food. And then let's make our fraction. Whoop. Okay, so there are 6 objects altogether once more. 6 is the denominator. And then there are 2 that are food, so 2 on the top. Great, that's a fraction. Easy peasy. Next question. This one says, what fraction of the set is not food? Well, should be easy enough. We just circle everything else. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so there are 4 objects there that are not food. So let's make our fraction. Still 6 items altogether, and then 4 of which are not food. 4/6. Okay, next. Okay, this one says, what fraction of the non-food is round? What fraction of the non-food is round? So, instead of using the entire set of objects for our denominator, we need to make a subset. So the subset is the non-food. So let's circle it. There's the non-food. And then looking at what's round, well, I'm not going to count the bow as round because it doesn't make it a full enclosed shape. That's round. It sort of gets cut off partway through. The only thing that's really round is that diamond there. So diamond is round-ish. So when we make our fraction, the denominator is only the non-food. That's 4 objects. And then one of which is round, 1/4 or 1/4. What fraction of the food is round? Well, that's a different subset, right? So in this case, the subset we're looking at is the food. So circle the subset. And then we only want to circle the round one. And again, I don't think the watermelon is round. It's more, well, it doesn't make a full circle. So I'm just going to circle the apple. Only the apple is round. So let's make our fraction. The subset is just the food. So in this case, that's only 2. And then one of the things we've circled is round, so 1/2. Don't call it 1 tooth. Nobody calls it 1 tooth. 1/2.
Fractions are so tasty. Those were good Smarties. Anyways, thanks for watching the video. What do I want you to do next? Well, first, I want you to complete pages 200 and 201 in the Jump Math booklet that I've sent home with you. Second, I want you to try the online quiz that I've put up on Google Classroom. It just gives you an opportunity to practice your skills of making fractions from sets of things. Then I have a question that I want you to ask me. I've put up a picture of some shapes, and some of the shapes are different, some of them are the same. And what I'm asking you to do is make your own fraction as a set kind of question for somebody else to answer. And then finally, I want you to draw a picture. A picture of what? A picture of 7 plants and animals. Not 7 plants and 7 animals, 7 plants and animals altogether. And then 4/7 of those are going to be animals, and 4/7 of them are going to be polka dot. Now, as you can imagine, things could be animals and polka dots, or things could be plants and polka dots. So there are lots of different ways in which you could make that combination. And so I'm interested to see the different combinations that the students make. So that's all from me. I'm going to go drink some milk because I just ate a lot of chocolate. And I will see you next time. Enjoy your math assignments.